Hi guys, it's Shipface here, and in today's video we're going to be looking at the differences between Symphony of the Seas and A Wonder of the Seas. So I've chosen Symphony because it was the latest Oasis class ship that came out in 2018, so we're going to be comparing them. So we all know that these ships are absolutely ginormous, and currently Symphony of the Seas is the largest in the world, and Wonder will take over in March 2022 when it debuts in Florida. But I was researching the ships, and there's so much different on the look on the outside of Wonder and to what Royal Caribbean have done inside Wonder. Also, the statistics are very different as well, where Symphony is 228,000 tons to Wonder's 236. So that's an 8,000 ton difference. There are 6,680 passengers on Symphony to 6,988 passengers. That's 308 difference on Wonder. That's by they added more cabins, adding 108 more cabins, and having 100 more staff on board. So there's just the statistics of the ship is a lot different, and that's quite interesting. So we're going to start with the outside of the ship. On Symphony and Wonder, there are a lot of differences that are very blatant to see. One of the biggest ones is the Aqua Theatre. It's now gone from this mesh kind of looking thing to this now pink glassing to be more shielded for the shows, and they can change different colours. I've seen it in the French flag, and they can keep it more into the show with different colours, and it looks very nice. Also, they've moved the Royal Caribbean logo off the funnel and into the middle of the ship, where you always see different ships and you know what the ships are by looking at their funnels. So it's kind of different for them to move it into the middle of the ship, and it looks kind of cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that looks. Also, they completely changed the suite kind of area. We'll get into more detail later. But they completely redesigned it because there used to be lots of just two-story rooms and suites, but now it's got like an outside area and it looks completely different. And they're adding a movie theatre onto it. So we'll talk about that when we talk about more about the upper decks. And also, they've changed the top of Solarium. It's now a completely covered up area. It used to be like glass, like the wind cover to stop wind hitting you in the face. It's now completely covered and climate censored, so they can have whatever weather outside and have it the perfect temperature for you to go swimming and relax in. So these are lots of big changes, but it looks like it will be good for the ship, and especially for where Wonder is going, which will be eventually China. So I have gone through the deck plans of Symphony of the Seas and Wonder of the Seas, and I have found all the differences that I could possibly find, and there are a lot of them. And I'm going to go through them with you now. Starting on deck 3 and working our way up. On deck 3, they're just adding a few cabins. On deck 4, they're changing the Jazz/Comedy Club from Jazz on 4 to the Golden Room. Nothing's really changing on deck 5. All your returning favourites are coming back. Sorrentos, Boleros, Cafe Promenade, Bionic Bar, the Rise and Tide bars. Everything's coming back, and I can't wait to go and try it again. On deck 6, the Boardwalk, nothing's really changing. The only thing that's changing is the Aqua Theatre, which I've already talked about. But all the returning favourites are coming back. Playmaker, Sports Bar and Arcade, Sugar Beach, Johnny Rockets, the Hot Dog Stand. It's all coming back. And of course, the Carousel. Deck 7 is just rooms, so nothing changing there. On deck 8, in Central Park, the returning favourites are coming back. Park Cafe, Chops Grill, 150 Central Park. But the ones that are changing the most, they're changing Jamie's Italian into Giovino's Italian Kitchen. Sorry about the pronunciation, I'm trying. And they're changing Vintages to Giovanni's Wine Bar. So they're getting rid of those two and they're replacing it with Giovanni's, their own brand, which is very popular on other ships. They are also changing Dazzles into the very popular Music Hall, which was very popular on the Quantum class ships, and now they're bringing it to Oasis class. And there will be live music playing there most evenings. Between deck 9 and 14 is all basically rooms. There is Wonderland that is staying, Card Room, Adventure Ocean, and the Puzzle Break Room. It's all staying, but between 9 and 14 it's all just rooms, but everything that was there is basically staying. So now deck 15, 16, 17 and 18. This is where Royal Caribbean has basically changed absolutely everything, so there's a lot to go through. Starting with deck 15 right at the front, the Solarium has changed where the roof is now on top. but we've already talked about that. They also are changing. So the 2 overhanging hot tubs, there's now only 1. They've replaced one called the View, and it's going to be a bar that hangs over the side of the ship. It looks a really cool idea. I'll put a picture here next to me. It looks really cool, and it looks hanged over the edge of the ship, and it was a bit weird for me at the beginning, thinking why would they get rid of one of the hanging hot tubs, because they are very popular. But it's a cool idea, and I can't wait to go and sit down and have a drink myself. They are also completely rebranding the pool deck, the Lime and Coconut, which isn't very surprising as they are doing on all new ships and the refurbished ones. They're also moving the pools around, so they're moving the splashaway bay to the front of the ship, and they're having a beach pool, the splashaway bay, and 2 main pools. They're getting rid of the sports pool. The Perfect Storm is staying, and it's all going to be Caribbean themed, and I can't wait to see that. They're also going to have the biggest poolside screen in the Royal Caribbean fleet, and this will be a first on a Oasis class ship. At the back on deck 15, they are having the Windjammer. They are moving the Windjammer from deck 16 down to deck 15, and it looks like they have floor-to-ceiling windows all the way around, and also floor-to-ceiling windows facing down into the boardwalk as well. So this is a really interesting idea. Also, it says there's a specialty restaurant, but they have not announced which one it's going to be yet. So this is a really cool idea for them to move it. So it's the same level as the pool deck, like on other ships. So it's really good idea by Royal Caribbean to do this. So on deck 16, Hook Seafood will be making a return. I cannot wait because I think it's Trancing for the Seas, and I'll be definitely rebooking in for Wonder of the Seas. The Lime and Coconut Bar will continue on to deck 16 with the cabanas and all that. And then, so now the Windjammer has moved down a place, everything that was there will now move up. So the Teen Club, the Arcade, and the El Loco Fresh will all now be on deck 16. So I'm glad El Loco Fresh is coming back. I really enjoyed eating there. And the Arcade there, and the Teens Club is also there. So getting to the back of deck 16 is now the Sports Court. Like El Loco Fresh, the Teens Club, and the Arcade, it has been moved up a deck. And there's lots of changes on there. So the Sports Court and the Mini Golf have swapped places. They have got rid of a flow rider, which is very surprising, but they have replaced it with a 2-story kids play area, which looks very cool and interactive, and it goes down to deck 15. They also have the zip line that is still going to be there, and they have, of course, the returning the Ultimate Abyss, the 10-story slide. So at the front of deck 17, they have changed the Sweet Sun deck to now a Teen Sun deck. So they will have an exclusive area outside, which is pretty cool that they're adding this and changing it. So that is good for them. So getting to the back of deck 17, it's going to be the all-new Sweet neighborhood. As you know, Oasis, Allure, Harmony, and Symphony all have 7 neighborhoods. Wonder's going to have 8. An all-new Sweet neighborhood. It's going to have Costal Kitchen and the Sweet Lounge. It's just going to be moved to the back of the ship, where originally it was at the front. And on deck 18, it's going to have an outside area with a bar and a swimming pool. Well, not really a swimming pool. It's going to be like you can dip your feet into it, like a relaxing area. So that's going to be really cool, and it's going to be exclusive to Sweet guests. I'm going to put pictures around of what it looks like, and it looks a really cool neighborhood. So that's everything I can see that is different between Symphony of the Seas and Wonder of the Seas. Obviously, Royal Caribbean has still not announced a few things, like the shows, the ice skating shows, the aqua shows, and like specialty restaurants. So there's still stuff to announce, and there might be more that's different, but right now that's all I can see that is different between the 2 ships. There's lots to look forward to on Wonder of the Seas, and I cannot wait to see everything complete. I cannot wait to go on Wonder of the Seas myself. I'm going on the 14th of August 2022 on a 7-night cruise from Barcelona. I cannot wait to see it all complete, about all the stuff they're moving around, changing, the new restaurants. It just looks amazing. The lime and coconut, all that theming, because I haven't seen that yet on the ship in person. So I cannot wait. I will be bringing lots of videos, lots of photos on my Instagram. So make sure you're subscribed, because I'll be bringing loads of videos out on here about Wonder of the Seas. So that is all the changes I can see on Wonder of the Seas. So if I've missed any, put them in the comments below. Thank you for watching. It's been Shipfaced, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.